OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, is my guy for real, bro?
Run stuff.
Got French right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. Started Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We are live for another Ordinal hour, and it's going to be an amazing one, like always, guys. So, yesterday, the FB token was like at $14, and I was being generous, and I gave like 20 away. I'm going to need them all back because I didn't realize that it was going to go to 24 or $25. So if you guys wouldn't mind sending me all, I'm just kidding. Enjoy the tokens and subscribe with them. Let's get this money. But FB's on a run. FB got to $25. It kind of fell back down to 22, but it got lifted from Gate.io today. DotSwap's doing something really cool. We're going to talk about that. We got a really good show. Inflation numbers came in. We're going to get into that. And we have a special guest today. We're going to have the BTC Machines on. We're going to see if they come on. I think they will this time. We'll see. If not, Patty Poo is going to rip them a new one for us. So, I think they'll be here. But that's going to be around 11:30. So, without further ado, let's get this thing started. We're bringing my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? So, yesterday was absolutely insane. FB running. We got some inflation stuff today. But I want to get your thoughts on FB going from 14 yesterday around this time of show up to about 25 hours.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that you and I kind of talked about on the side, like what could happen, because whenever a big project's token or platform, in this case, a brand new chain, gets released, the entire circulation is, not released all at once, right? It gets dripped out, right? And so that's why I expected this to happen, and I actually expected to go higher, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for it. It made me kind of FOMO a little bit this morning, but I calmed myself down and said, all right, take your time. And so I was able to pick up some FB. So
yeah, man, I feel the same way. The FOMO is definitely there, but at the end, I'm just kind of thinking, I'm like, I need these tokens to inscribe, right? Yeah, this may be an investment. It goes up like 3x, 4x, but like I need the FB to inscribe. And you saw it late yesterday. You had the new Cat 20 token drop, right? And we're gonna get into that a little later as well. But it caused like insane fees. Like I paid like $4 to send some Bitcoin, or some fractal Bitcoin, right? And that's not supposed to happen over there.
Yeah, I mean, the mempool is getting busy, right? Is that what's causing it to jump up? So
it's over 1,000 V bytes.
Yeah, so I mean, probably expect some of this, honestly, especially on block 21,000. I think that's when things really explode right now. There's some talented people that have created meta protocols on Bitcoin that know how to do this, and they've been front running the Unisat team, right? With, I think now you have 2 token standards that are out there before block 21,000. So people are just trying to scramble. I see it all on my timeline. How do you do this? How do you mint this? What are you doing? You know, so now we have Flux, which is the first token standard, and then Cat 20 as well. So
yeah, man, and we're about block 9,000 on Fractal, so it's looking like, I can actually show my screen here. It's looking like we're gonna hit block 21,000 Saturday. I know we had expectations of it being, you know, around Thursday, Friday, but it's not looking that way now. It's slowed down drastically. We're about 29 seconds per block on average. But look, 1,000, 800, 700 sats per view, 600 sats per view, 500. Absolutely insane. And you can see all the blocks are filled. All the blocks are filled to the max. So this is that new cat protocol. We're not able to mint because we don't have nodes. We do know people with nodes, but they seem to be just minting themselves right now. But our boy Francis said he thinks that you could see a marketplace pop up really soon for these Cat 20 tokens. So well, I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome if they could really, you know, pop it up at, you know, whenever the I guess they don't have to wait till block 21,000, but, you know, I'm sure that they'll have it ready by then. It's going to cause a lot of FOMO. I already feel it, actually, you know, and it's a little bit unique, right? Because I think the FOMO with Merlin was a little different, right? Because it was like, okay, stake, this is awesome, you're earning this. But there was some stuff with like Hoo and stuff like that. But with this, it's kind of like similarly to what we've been doing on Bitcoin. And now, you know, with this new standard, could be something like swaps, right? Because from what I'm hearing, that the scripting language is it's something that's already been built out, so it's not going to be like a long infrastructure build with that smart contract stuff.
Yep, it's already been battle tested, I'm hearing as well. So you know, obviously you had Opcat on was a Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, and they've been over there, they've been building for a long time, and a lot of those guys are Unisat guys, right? They're a lot of the same guys from Ordinals wallet, right? They've been the early guys there, and now they're building kind of their own chain. And you know, obviously it's going to be a side chain to Bitcoin and eventually a layer 2. But I mean, this is huge, man. I think everyone should at least be paying attention. I'm not saying FOMO in. I'm not saying I'm not shilling it. I'm just saying just at least pay attention.
Yeah, I think that's a smart you know, move to make right there, is just to pay attention, see what's out there, because there's going to be some projects that are going to be really interesting, right? Especially if you can get in early on swap. A lot of people, and I've heard you say it too, is, hey, this could be this cycle's, you know, Binance Smart Chain. You know, and so that means, you remember BNB, it started off really cheap, went like really cheap to $2, from $2 to 20, from 20 to 100, all the way to $600 that first run up. And right now it's sitting at 544 because more tokens came into circulation, but that's going to get pushed up too when we're in the bull market. But this is like the beginning times of similar timeline of that.
Yeah.
So.
And one thing I keep saying, the FUD, and it's funny, it's like, oh, it's $3.5 billion fully diluted. Guys, you're not going to see this thing get fully diluted until like the year 2100. Like, it has years and years of rewards to give. Like, I don't understand when people think there's only, if you, circulating supply, I'm looking at, I'm estimating between 1.5 million and 2 million, which puts the market cap of around $60 million. You know what I mean? So, and that's not including all the demand. And the miners, they haven't really had a chance to start dumping, but in the same way, the buyers haven't even had a chance to buy. I saw someone put out there, if somebody can OTC me 10,000 FB tokens, that would be amazing. And I'm like, if this guy had a lot of money, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, man. And so the whales haven't even had a chance to buy yet. So, and and the big FUD, all the miners are going to dump. Supply and demand, man. I think demand's going to be way higher than the supply.
Yeah, we saw it before. Like I said, I always bring up Doge because that's the perfect example of supply and demand. Doge is constantly releasing more Doge tokens, and that I think 2020, 2021, it really surged, right? Past the supply. The demand was so strong. So, situation like this could happen here for sure. So I don't know. And also, I think there's a lot of people in our ecosystem or space that are so used to like the BRC20s and the runes fully having token supply circulating from the mint.
Yeah.
And that's not typically how things go in crypto. If you go back to the EVM chains, they drip out, right? And so that's what's happening here, because they're not releasing the entire supply. So
Yeah.
I think you just got to change your perception a little bit with this specific token.
And I think 60 million is a good valuation for this token right now. Honestly, like I think it's very fair, because again, I'm not buying FB as an investment. I'm buying SB as a gas, so I can use it for gas. Because I want. Yeah, obviously you guys know I want to get the Fractal Bitcoin. I want to get the Hanzo Momo. I want to get a bunch of these inscriptions, and to do that, I need FB. And I don't care what the price of FB is, because I'm just going to be spending on gas, because the stuff I'm buying, I'm hoping to 10x, 20x, 30x. Obviously, I don't want to buy FB at $100, but anywhere below like 30 or 40 bucks, I think is very fair.
Yeah, but, no, I agree.
Let's kind of get into the here. So all week we've been talking about this and the inflation data. So today we had the CPI, tomorrow we have the PPI. I'm pretty sure that's how it was, right? Yeah. Go to my market watcher tool real quick to make sure I got you guys the best information. Yeah, so today was the CPI, the core price index, and tomorrow is the producer price index. So today's numbers came in at 2.5. So inflation is down to 2.5 year over year. Obviously, we know there's shrinkflation. We obviously know that the paper towel rolls are smaller, the chips in the bag, there's less chips, the soda cans are smaller now, right? So we definitely have shrinkflation, but the number is 2.5 lower than it's a little lower than expectations, but the market dropped. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, honestly, like I expected a little bit of a bump from this, especially the stock market. But I think from the stock market standpoint, I think people are expecting the rate cuts, and I don't know. We'll see how the rate cut responds. You say only in emergency rate cut situations does the stock market kind of dump, and so I think we're going to get a firm answer on that for this go around. But also, you mentioned buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So people were expecting it to get better, and people have to also need to remember, like, this inflation number is relative to the previous like inflation, right, year and stuff. So it's, even though it looks great, the economy overall is still not great, right? And so, but it is trending in the direction that the Fed wants, right? So they are accomplishing the goal. Honestly, this is a big accomplishment to get to 2.5%. We have all said that it's impossible to get to 2%. I don't know. I mean, like if they didn't cut rates this month, they could possibly do it, but they are going to. So
yeah, it's looking like a 0.25. I don't want them to do 0.5. 0.5 is going to look like, oh crap, like we messed up. 0.25 is going to look like a very, okay, this is just a plan. And I think that's when people start being like, oh, okay, we're not heading into a recession. And because it's so funny. It's like recession, inflation. It's a recession, inflation. It's ridiculous. But it's what the old guard does. That's what they've been doing for years and years. And we're going to replace that soon, because Bitcoin and our new system, our new money system is just better than theirs. And it's all going to be replaced. It's going to take time. So, just hang on to your bags, relax, and, just wait. But there was a talk between two people last night, and the one person who is very Bitcoin friendly and crypto bullish, they're saying he kind of lost. I agree to disagree, but I don't want to say what happened. But that could be another reason why we are down today, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably a little overreaction with that, but I think that's just kind of materialistic response, right? Just real quick, emotional response type of situation. You can already actually see on like Polymarket that's starting to correct back to where it was.
Yeah.
And so I think today's Bitcoin price also is, because Bitcoin went up yesterday. Bitcoin got back up to almost like 58,000. So I think it's just a correction day, right? But we'll see. We'll see if it is. We'll see if this downtrend continues for the rest of the week, because yesterday's Bitcoin price action, we saw a good rebound, and then we saw the 8-hour chart showing that there was some good momentum for positive price action. So that's kind of a little bit been reversed. So we'll see how the rest of the week goes.
Yeah, man. Bitcoin mining difficulty hit an all-time high again. This thing has just been ramping up all-time high. Price eventually will follow hash rate. It's been something that's always happened. So, you know, the fact that we're not at an all-time high and pushing higher is kind of, you know, a little bit confusing to me because it usually follows, but I think it has to catch up, and I think that's good because once it does, I think they're both going to fly together. But you can see the miners aren't turning off. The miners are earning the. I mean, you got to remember too, they got halved. In you know, January, February, and March, they were earning 6.25 Bitcoin per block. Now they're earning 3.12. So they don't care. They want as much as they can possibly get, and they're turning on all their miners, and they're buying more.
Yeah, they're placing their bets basically. You know,
Yeah.
they're saying, you know what, if we're losing money on the energy costs, that's fine because you know, our bet is that Bitcoin's going to have the most explosive, not necessarily, you know, X's by percentage wise, because that always gets smaller every cycle. But in terms of dollar value, they, you know, it's projected to be the highest, right? And so I think they're placing their bets here, and they'll say, we'll eat the cost right now. And I think that's kind of why this period of the cycle is difficult for mostly for retail users, right? And retail is just trying to time when we're going to take off. And I think that's really hard to do because it's not the same month every cycle, but it's the same kind of time period. And I would say season almost, right? Because it's usually fall to winter that we start that up leg trajectory to kick off the bull run. And I think miners are like, we're just turning it on. We're going to earn, you know, we're not retail. We're just going to earn because we know it's going to happen in, you know, eventually.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't agree more. It's kind of getting to the Bitcoin fear and greed here, with the crypto fear and greed. Yesterday we were at a 33. Last week we were at 27. Where do you think we are today?
I'm gonna say 35.
Good guess, man. You're dead on. 37, a little bit past that, but yeah, man. 37. So we are getting back to the yellow. I want to see green. I want to see green this weekend. I gotta do it. I want to see.
Unless we have like a turnaround today, tomorrow's gonna be less. But I am starting to get down like where we were yesterday at 8 p.m. in my mind, because that's where the thing is for me to get close to where the index is. But yeah, yesterday I think it was a little bit more of a bullish energy, right? And so people were probably a little bit more greedy. But I think tomorrow it's going to get reversed unless something happens today with the price action, some event or something.
Yeah, man, I agree. All right, let's get into that Bitcoin price action brought to you by the great people at BitPerp. BitPerp is going to be one of the leading leverage exchanges in the Bitcoin ecosystem. They're going to be on multiple chains. They're going to be able to do a lot more than any other perp dex because they have ordinals over there, right? You're going to be able to do your runes, potentially your fractal coins when they come out and stuff like that. So it's going to be your nonstop, you know, playground for 100x and Mr. Yen, right? 100x and whatever the next the fractal token is, probably Dragon or Hustle. I'm hearing some really cool ticker names because you can use 66 characters on the fractal BRC20. So it's going to be exciting. BitPerp is going to be a place you guys need to know about, and they're starting their paper trading soon. So if you guys aren't good traders, like me, I'm a terrible trader, but if you guys want to start practicing, BitPerp is going to be a place for that. You're going to be able to do paper trading here. I'm going to be putting 100x for fun and losing my paper trading money, but then towards the end I'm going to really start digging in and try to learn this stuff. Yagobi seems to be really good, really getting a grasp of it, and I think we all should at least understand it.
Yeah, it all comes down to like money management, right? Because I think that's where the greed and fear kind of comes in, right? Like if you win, you get more greedy. That's typically how it is, but it really comes down to discipline and stuff like that. But let's talk about the Bitcoin price action. Before we do that, guys, if you're on the YouTube side and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel and turn those notifications on so you know when we go live. Smash that like for us as well. It helps a ton for the algorithm. And on the X side, guys, hit that like for us as well and share the space, guys. We want to educate and onboard as many people to the Bitcoin ecosystem as possible. But let's get into some price action here. So brought to you by BitPerp. You can see on the hour chart, you know, it's not looking too great. To be honest, but like I said, we had a uptrend of price yesterday. We kind of had that double top and then popped back up, and then today we have seen this, you know, downtrend, a continuous downtrend, right? So it really depends on you know, any news, further news today. It's kind of hard to predict. You know, the CPI came out pretty good today, but did a little bit of the opposite of what we expected with that number. But it does seem to look like it's kind of weakening here on the MACD. You can see that dark red went to light red just now, but the orange and blue lines still got a little distance from each other. So definitely wait out a little bit. So more caution today, not taking any positions myself. Want to see how this plays out, how long it bleeds out. I do expect probably further bleed out because it's a correction from yesterday. Plus, like you mentioned, the event last night didn't really go into the Bitcoin's favor in terms of the person that favors Bitcoin more. So that definitely, in my opinion, had a little bit to do with the down selling as well. So we'll kind of just sit this one out today in terms of taking any positions, but probably further sell down, right? So maybe 55.5 is a good spot to look at, but could correct again tomorrow if some other news comes out into the upside. In terms of the 8-hour chart, you see here, we did have some really decent bullish momentum going on the MACD. That lightened up from today's price action and probably the events from yesterday as well. But we just got here in overbought. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have some good news in next couple of days and we bounce back and continue this uptrend. But again, we're in this kind of spot, our pocket of, it's really pointless to really predict when Bitcoin's going to start to take off. We're just going to have to wait and get like really strong confirmation to let everybody know, hey, we are out of that phase and the bull market has started. So I would definitely just be patient. If you are advanced at trading, more power to you. You can scalp in your discipline, but for the novice trader, probably like myself, right? I would definitely be more cautious in trying to stay in any trades for longer periods until we get that really strong confirmation. Then it becomes a lot easier. Once you have that confirmation, we are in the bull market, man. I've talked to some people that have made lots and lots of X's trading once we are officially in that phase. So that's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, man. Great job. Something just actually just popped up. I kind of want to show it if you don't mind. It's flux.inspipe.com. It's actually a place where you guys can go now, and the indexer's up for Flux. You can now trade the Flux tokens on the site. So this is inscribed, and I clicked it to make sure that it's the right guys, and it is. It's their thing. But Inspipe, it's really weird. So just be careful with this. It's just something that popped on my radar here. But yeah, it seems like it's those guys, right? I got to check their Twitter to make sure, but it's something that just popped on my radar and I thought was really, really big. So,
and for the audience that doesn't know what this marketplace is actually the first token that front ran everything on Fractal, called Flux, and so people minted it out, right? And so now you can trade. It looks like, but like Shizzy said, be careful.
Legit. It's from their official site. It's flux.insight. So this is their site right here, right? Yeah, inscribed through. Yep, it's them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on this, man? Because I know you were on Francis show yesterday live on his live, and it seemed like he's not too crazy about like these front running token standards. You seem like you kind of took a little bit of a neutral stance with maybe also just letting the audience to be careful, cautious about it. What's your perception on this token standard?
I think it's okay. I think you got to remember who like Francis did. He didn't do anything. He didn't do no CBRC20s. He didn't do no pipe. He didn't do no tap. He's Unisat only. And so it's the same thing, right? But there's the Cat 20 seems to be very bullish on because I think he knows who's behind that, and I think they have ties with the Unisat team. So I think that's right. He made his money early with Unisat, with Ordi and stuff like that. So I think he's very loyal to them, and I think that anything else that they don't approve of, he's kind of against, and I think that's okay. I think Francis has a right to his own opinion, but I also think that it's okay to branch out a little bit. I think it's okay to spread a little money around. I'm not saying go crazy and mint all these tokens. But if you have like, you know, if you want to buy some lottery tickets, I think that's completely fine. And I think everyone should at least experiment with everything. I mean, Fractal is going to be permissionless. You can launch anything you want over there. It's just like Bitcoin, to the sense of, you know, of that, because you know, eventually they're not going to own, you know, 51% of the hash rate. They might not even own 51% now, so they can't even make any changes if they wanted to. So it's the people's chain now. It's a, you know, so anyone can bring anything there, and Unisat has no choice but to accept it. You know, so
yeah, I want to address this comment from Mr. Planet Profit. He's a big Stacks guy, and he comments in our comment section a lot on the YouTube side about Stacks this, Keenan, and stuff like that. Look, you know, I respect Stacks for being an OG, and I know there's a lot of projects that, you know, have been a part of Stacks, like Xverse, right? So they believe in Stacks a lot. My question is why is the volume so low on the Stacks chain? You know, and it's been low. It's not even in like the top 3 for BTC side chains. Nakamoto upgrade was supposedly released like a week and a half ago, and you're looking at like $7,000, $10,000 in total volume in 24 hours. So either they're not reporting it correctly to DeFi Llama, or, you know, they're waiting for something. But shoot us an answer. Let us know your thoughts, because you're big on Stacks, but we're just not seeing the adoption or usage on it at all.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at this too. I mean, the TVL is so small. I mean, 84 million is their #1 project. I mean, you can't even. This is Stacks.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, you have staking DAO, which is their liquid staking, and then Alex at 30 million. Like, this isn't even like 28 million here. This is a tiny little guy right here. Stacks is, and yeah, I want to talk about it, but do something. Right?
or explain what we're missing here, because like here's the Bitcoin side chains. You can see Bitcoin side chains. Let's look at the 24-hour volume. You have Merlin, which is #1, right under 1 million. They're always #1. You know, you can check every day if you want yourself. And I mean, Stacks, either I've seen them have a number before, but they're either not reporting it, or there's like a low number that's coming in. So there's a disconnect somewhere here. But definitely let us know, you know, if there's a disconnect. Maybe you need to let their team know what's going on. But they have zero volume. And here's the thing too, like their token, the Stacks token market cap is like $2.4 billion. So I respect that. And it's because they've been around for a long time. And there's been people working on that. But the chain itself is like Cardano. No one's using it. You know what I mean? And also, our guy Yashir is saying Stacks is too slow and not much dApps on it. But they released the Nakamoto upgrade like a week and a half ago. That was supposed to turn the blocks into 30-second blocks, just like Fractal. And it's not. I mean, if it's still slow, then what was the Nakamoto upgrade? Was it fake? Was it fake news? What's going on? I'm not trying to FUD it. I just want to be educated on what's happening. Maybe we're missing something. So
yeah, and we want to cover Stacks, but it's boring. Like, there's nothing over there. It's like it'd be like covering something that's not even worth it. Let's jump into a couple more things. We do have our guest in already, so we can jump to that.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I want to give Mr. Planet Profit, you know, a chance to respond, because this has nothing to do with like flooding Stacks or anything. So he says the TVL is indeed on the lower side, but cap is huge. The disconnect is everything is on hold. Stacks has completely been on hold for over 2 years because of Stacks. Well, I mean, so here's the thing. There comes a point where that's no longer an excuse, you know, that everything's on hold. Now, the Nakamoto upgrade was on hold, right? Because it was supposed to be released in July, August timeframe. Then it got pushed back. Now it's released, right? And so now it's there, right? So it should be faster, more sufficient, more quicker, and stuff like that. So I think we should be able to see building happening and usage happening in the next 3 months. If it doesn't happen, then I mean, you can't really say anything after that point. But I'll definitely give them a little bit more time.
100%. Our next thing here is, you know, obviously, Fluid goes live tomorrow. If you have a Billy Cat, if you have a Runestone, if you have own Bitcoin or other runes, or if you're a project out there who wants to take advantage of their staking, reach out to them, and they can get they can stake any project for you. They are using Bitcoin's script language to time lock your assets, so it's 100%. You know, it's still in your wallet, and they do not have access over your stuff. So, and you ask yourself, well, where's the yield come from? It comes from the founders of projects. So let's just say someone like, has a project and they want to stake it on Fluid. They would give, let's say they want to stake their ordinals, they can give Fluid a rune, and Fluid can over time give those runes to the stakers. So it's a way of creating TVL on Bitcoin. So look out for this tomorrow.
Huge
Fluid
news.
is huge, and they're going to have a space tomorrow. They asked us to join. We're going to be joining that. So this is big, guys. It goes live tomorrow. At least check it out. I got some Billy Cats I'm throwing here, and I'm hoping we can get this whole thing filled up. If you are a project out there and you want to get some staking, either reach out to us. We can set you up with Raul, or reach out to them personally. I'm sure that you can DM them, and it's Fluid tokens on Bitcoin.
Yes.
All right, let's get we do have the machines in, but anything else? Okay, so Gate.io, new listing, Fractal Bitcoin. So Fractal Bitcoin is finally on a tier exchange here. CoinX is good. They're top 20, top 30 maybe, but Gate.io, they're top 10. This is pretty big. Fractal Bitcoin now on exchange. Do you think the miners now dump?
I mean, I think that there's going to be a point where they do, right? But I'm not so sure it's going to be now, because if you're a miner and you're accruing, FB each block, and you're winning a decent amount of blocks, I would probably, probably have milestones of when you want to start dumping, right? Because the 21,000 block could just have an influx, a strong influx of FB purchases and usage, right? So probably want to test that and see how that affects the price. That would be my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a miner, so.
Last thing here is dot swap. You can swap FB in any amount, anytime. Dot swap V1, our upgrade multi-sig scheme ensures secure funds and instant hassle-free swap. So dot swap again, definitely leading the charge here. If you are someone who don't want to send to exchange or don't want to do KYC, you can use dot swap. We used it this morning to kind of test it out, and it worked great. It's a little bit more expensive than it is, so I think we paid like an extra $1, $2 for each FB.
Yeah.
I think it was going for 21, and you pay like 23, 24, but you're just doing it right from your wallet to wallet. You have to deposit into their system there. It's kind of like Uniset's Monster system, where if you deposit in, make your trade and withdraw. But it worked great. We got our FB that we're able to use to inscribe, and we're kind of excited for that. So if you do need FB, that is a route that you might want to take. But
it's definitely
not chilling.
Yeah, it's definitely convenient. I'll say that, because we wanted to make sure that we were ready for once block 21,000 comes, and it was a really easy process. So that's all we can say is what our experience was.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Today's show is called Bitcoin Gaming Projects, and we did that because we had the BTC machine. We have the BTC machines on today. These guys have been building for a long time. One of the earliest builders. I'm probably one of the first games on Bitcoin as well. We had Mr. Lucky on the show a while back, and he crushed it right before runes. He gave his prediction, and I think me and Yagobi were thinking, we could hit like 800 stats before. He was like, no, I think we're gonna hit like 1,500 in the first couple blocks, and he was dead on. He was dead on right, and it was an amazing show, and so we're gonna have him back on today. Ready?
Yep. Let's bring him up.
Bring him on. So we got Mr. Lucky 777 and BTC Sergio. Welcome to Ordinal Revolution, guys.
Hey, what's up?
What's
nice
up?
To
What's
be
up?
Here. Nice to be here. Always.
Thanks for the invite.
Man, I've seen you since the beginning. Also, damn, you're on it and regular, and you're building this amazing community. I see, like it's beautiful. Congrats, congrats, and I wish.
I mean, you guys too.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you guys too. I mean, like the if you don't know the BTC machines and you're in our space, then you're like living under a rock. You guys have been in the space, been really present and vocal and just building constantly since the beginning, whenever definitely before we got in. And so, we had you, Mr. Lucky, but we haven't had you both on a live. So this is great. This is great. We definitely want to showcase what you guys have been building and what your community and the overall Bitcoin community can look forward to with BTC machines.
Yeah, Popo couldn't make it today, but I have BTC Sergio here. I'm gonna get Popo in for sure. One day, I'm gonna force him to come. But he's at a meeting right now, so something pretty exciting actually. But that's gonna be for another alpha time. Nothing 100% sure, but things for Satoria are moving. And Sergio here has been streaming on and off Satoria. He's been starting that. So I said, hey, why don't you come up instead and show that to everybody? But yeah, I'd like to do something for your community. You know, you guys are really setting the example of, you know, putting the news out, like what's happening. You're a great source of information. And yeah, can we give something? Like, can we choose a few winners of BTC lands, which can be used in the game? You can have some buildings on there. You can build your own little base in Satoria. Would that be something you guys want? Nice. Okay, so let's do like 10 or 20 OGs. How many people are listening right now?
We got 218 total right now. So
Yeah,
it
so
might be
50%.
best. Should we do like a post on X? What do you think, Shizzy?
Whatever,
I mean,
whatever you guys.
Yeah, we can have people maybe do a or.io thing. I don't know. We can figure it out.
Yeah. So why don't we do this? Why don't we set it up for we'll create a post. We'll do a collab with you guys. And so if you guys are listening, look out for this post. We can either post it from your account, the BTC account, or we can post it to our Ordinal Revolution account, but we can decide on that afterwards. And then we'll do a Twitter picker. And I think that would be like probably the most fair way, because our OGs that are listening will be able to go directly over there as well.
Nice. Yeah, 20
Awesome.
I think is good, like 10%. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of winners. Let's fucking do it.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Mr. Lucky.
Of course, of course.
Could you kind of get into, before we show, you know, the game, because we've seen the game and the game looks amazing. Could you kind of just let the audience, because there's probably a couple people in the audience that doesn't know what BTC Machines is about. Just explain what your whole project has been about from the beginning, and then where you guys are today.
Yeah, so it's been an incredible ride, like a movie for me. Couldn't believe, if you told me like we would be here 2 years ago, I wouldn't believe you. But we're here. We just started with a 777 machine collection that we inscribed sub 100K. And fast forward to now, we're 360,000 ordinals. Most of them has been airdropped to a lot of communities. You know, we're doing giveaways like this one that we're doing, the BTC lands, to you guys, and just like sharing the ordinals. We know people in the ordinal space, they love ordinals, right? So we're just giving them that, and we're having giveaway parties in the discords and all on the ordinal sides. Like, we're givers. But there's two other sides to BTC Machine that we're building hardcore right now. One is the events. So we had some like the OG holders of machine we're meeting across the world. We're going to Mount Everest, Brazil next, Bali. So a few places already scheduled. And we've been to Morocco, we've been to Montreal, we've been to Las Vegas, we've been to Dominican Republic in a resort, all inclusive. It's once you come to one of these events, if you're a machine holder, it's you leave your wallet at home, and we just want to have these 3-4 days.
Wait, real quick. Like my Bitcoin wallet or my real wallet?
Well, whatever. If you want to bring your Bitcoin wallet, you know, it's always smart to have some Bitcoin on hand. You know, you never know. But I mean, it's like an all-inclusive kind of event, right? So we love these events. It ties our community together, the OGs, the people you know, that really believe in us and that grab one of those machines, which are pretty expensive right now. But I think it's just the beginning. We're going to see them close to 1 Bitcoin, in my opinion. No financial advice. But so for those who are true believers and that commit this amount of Bitcoin to be part of our community, we do something special. And if you can't make it to one of these trips, don't worry. We're going to fly to you. So that's the incredible thing, because we're going to go all across the world, see our machine holders. We've seen about 100 so far on the 500 holders. So that's a part, the ordinal part, and then the part why we're here today is the Satoria, so the gaming part. This is probably 80% of our efforts are going into this, and we're just getting started. We're still in pre alpha. You'll see, like, it's not a super polished game that has had $20 million of injection in a team of 100 developers developing it for 5 years. But we've been at it since the beginning, and everybody could play after 3 days of the servers was created. So from scratch, we let the community get involved in the building process and give us ideas and feedback and everything, and that's what we're proud of.
That's awesome. Love it. The Bitcoin gaming space is pretty small, but there is definitely a space there with multiple builders. Do you see that becoming more prevalent in the future? Do you see the Bitcoin space having like a strong influence eventually?
Yeah, I think everything is a platform, right? So Bitcoin is a platform, Ethereum platform, you have Facebook platform, you have your platform, the Ordinal podcast platform, and you can build on a super strong platform, or you can build on something that might not be there in 10 years. We decided to build on what we believe is the strongest platform, so it's Bitcoin. Now, for the game, I don't think it's really relevant, like if you have ordinals or not integrated in it. I think it's just a bonus. We're doing this because we're two gamers, Papo and I, and the team that we're building, and Sergio and everybody part of the community playing this and helping us building it. We're true gamers and we like games. The ordinal side of things and the runes, we also integrated our runes in the game. That's just a bonus. Most people in the next 3 to 6 months, with the expansion that we plan in our player base, are not going to know that it's an ordinal game. They will only discover it much later, maybe 2 months in, 3 months in. They'll see a special pet or something that attracts their eye, their attention, and they'll say, hey, I've seen this around. Like, how do you get this? Oh, it's a special ordinal item. And then they'll learn about it. So we actually go the opposite. We're building a game, a Web 2 game that will eventually bring people into Bitcoin. And that's the biggest utility of a project, in my opinion, is you onboard people to Bitcoin, right? You don't use Bitcoin users as your fuel to build your business. You use it to launch, and then you build something that attracts more people to this network, and you convert them to Bitcoiners.
That makes a lot of sense.
Love it. Yeah, amazing.
Awesome,
all right.
Awesome.
So Satoria, man, could you kind of explain, like, what kind of game is it? What are you guys building over there?
So it's a 2D pixel game. Sergio, does he have the ability to stream already?
Yeah,
or maybe
no problem.
Show it as I'm talking about it.
Yeah, Sergio, you want to hit that present at the bottom there, if you see that, right, and then you can share your screen however you'd like.
But yeah, 2D pixel MMORPG. So probably the hardest thing to do in gaming is MMORPG. It's you have all the players playing in the same world, and so everybody is interacting with everybody. It's not like a linear single player experience where you have your own story. It's everybody's interacting with everybody. So yeah, you can see the players. Here is a new mob that we put in, the pups.
I love it. That's so cool.
Those pups.
Yeah, we had a little powwow with them. So
oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that a rock as well? Like a Bitcoin rock? Okay, never mind.
Where? Oh yeah, the rock. No, it's not a Bitcoin rock, but it's it's the classic character, yeah, with the one eye. You see the helm that he has. I don't know if you want to show your inventory, Papo, or your character a little bit. But yeah, you have different things. You have a chest. You can save your things. If a player destroys you, kills you, I mean, you drop all your items except what's in your chest. So you see that little chest icon, that's going to be saved from what's going to be dropping.
Yeah,
And
this is the only thing protected if you die. Like everything else in the other tab will drop on the ground when I die.
yeah,
Okay.
and you see his helm, the Butoshi. So we
Yeah,
do
yeah.
some collabs sometimes, and we integrate items like that. We should do actually a Ordinal podcast special item.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
We gotta think of maybe we just we gotta think of some characters for you guys to add, because that would be really dope. But man, this is awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
Obviously we know Butoshi too. We had him on the show, so this is one thing I love to see is like whenever Ordinal OG projects and founders like collaborate, right? Because for me and Shizzy, we knew right away that's Butoshi. For someone new, they won't see it, but like OG see that, and I think that gives us some joy, because we're like, man, they're working together.
yeah, and I'll definitely, and we go way back. They've helped us. We helped them. I hope. But yeah, we're all here for the same goal. Like at the end of the day, like if you're here for more money, more assets, more whatever, it's all to feel better and have fun and to enjoy your life, right? We use different mediums to do it, but at the end of the day, that's why. And the more people is in a party, usually the better it is, right? Especially on Bitcoin. So the more we get together, the more we can create a atmosphere of collaboration, and other people will see that as a positive thing. And hey, I want to be part of this, and I want to come. So we've always trying to be as much open as possible to collabs and Butoshi OGs.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have the kind of Zebit crystal monsters. These ones are a little bit harder to kill, So the further you go in, you need to be higher level, and there's different skills, protection skills. There's healing. There's guilds. Also, you can create your own guilds. The little credits, you can level up. Also, force dexterity, all the classic RPG stuff. You have pets, so it's pretty like. It's 1% of what we're imagining that we want to integrate. Like there's not even one quest yet. We're creating the first quest right now, but it is still years of playtime so far with the player base that we have. So pretty insane and unbelievable, if you ask me. Like there's already years of playtime, and 10,000 players.
That's awesome. So you talk about a rune integration. How would that work, or how does that work?
So you see anything that the monsters drop. I mentioned earlier that there's 360,000 ordinals that we inscribed in, and most of them airdrop to communities. But they are only a small part of all the possible items that you can have or integrate into Satoria. Most of the items are Web 2 items. They're not ordinals. So if, let's say, the onigiri there, the sword, there's anything that the monsters drop, whether it's a rock, a feather, whatever, you can also sell on a power marketplace. We call it the power marketplace. And it's just like an eBay, but for Satoria items. So whatever you want to maybe skip the grind for, or you want, I want to have some gems to upgrade a weapon, or there's a lot of different items you can buy on the power marketplace for Zebit. So either you can deposit Zebit into your account and buy some items on the marketplace, or if you find an item, you can sell it. There's a price for every item that you see right now. There's a market for it. Everything sells. We have more than 20,000 Zebit of volume most days. Some days are crazy, like 100,000 Zebit traded. Some items.
Is Zebit a rune, or is that a BRC20?
It's a rune. It started off as a BRC20, but we migrated it to a rune. So rune 1093, Zbit Blue Bitcoin.
So I can actually earn Zbit by playing this game?
Oh yeah, there's the top 10 players of Satoria are making between 5,000 and 10,000 US dollars per month, just farming items.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's going to be higher than that. Actually, there's a new mode called a Battle Royale. If you're familiar with Battle Royale,
yeah,
it's like a last man standing type of contest. And there's a room you can wager Zbit. So let's say there's 50 people that wager 5 Zbit each. Zbit right now is about 40 cents, just to give you an idea. So everybody chips in like $2-3 worth of runes, but the winner wins, $150, or some games are 50 Zbits to enter. And so the last one standing wins the whole pot. And every day we do about 10 matches of Battle Royale. We're testing it. It's in pre alpha version, the Battle Royale. It's been out, it's fresh 5 days ago. And there's already thousands of Zbits that are won by few players every day. So pretty cool, yeah.
Practice makes perfect, or practice makes profit, I should say.
Well, yeah, there's a little bit of luck involved, like the kind of weapons that you can drop from mobs at the beginning. But the whole thing lasts about 5 to 10 minutes, the whole game. So for people who don't want to invest like hours of gameplays, like some players are playing 12 hours a day and more. If you don't want to invest that, you can just go and do a Battle Royale game and try it out, in the free server. Let's say you don't want to wager Zbit or.
Yeah. So that's where you can practice, basically. Can you show us the eBay marketplace, because I think that would be really interesting to take a look at?
Yeah, Sergio, you want to show the marketplace a little bit how it works?
Yeah,
just maybe careful with your password and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can pull it down and then put it back up when you're ready if you want. There you
go. I just pulled you down, so once you're ready to bring it back up, let us know.
It's really easy. The Power Marketplace, it's a separate website, so that way we keep everything Web 2 and everything Web 3, and you can basically deposit or withdraw some Zbit, and that's the currency on the marketplace. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody's doing anything like this in terms of utilizing a Bitcoin layer 1 asset as a currency. So I'd have to say you guys are the first as of right now. Probably some coming in the future, but I mean that's awesome that you guys are kind of jumping the gun with this and kind of being the first for it. What is the ultimate goal for Satoria? Is it to have this game be a place of community to where it brings people together, and then that can grow the BTC community? Is that what the goal is with this product?
Yeah, I think selfishly, it's like Papo and me. We always had crazy tons of ideas of stories and movies and games, and we're two OG gamers. So, oh, nice. Yeah, you can show the Power Marketplace.
Okay,
you ready, Sergio?
Yeah. So here you can see all the things that people want to trade. It's all the stuff that people are selling on the market.
Go in
and
the
you can
history.
see the trade.
Wow.
The people, the stuff that people buy.
So
wow.
Oh, you're actually using Zbit to buy this. You need Zbit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's like a layer 2. So basically, it's you don't have to wait for block time. Once you deposit or you withdraw, yes, you're operating on the Bitcoin layer. But to buy and sell items, it's all like a layer 2. It's all like on your account. So it goes really quick. People can trade in and out of items, and there's a real marketplace for all these items. it's not the ideal how I would imagine it. Like I would imagine it like Magic Eden type, where you have the trending items at the top with a percentage and everything. Right now, it's kind of a mix, and you have to search for the items that you want. But again, we're just getting started, and we're testing a bunch of things. You can see like there's some images that are not even rendered. Rubbish, cyber shoes, they're not even rendered properly. Right? It's
Gotcha.
like we're just starting. Dragonos, yeah, that's a pretty popular. So yeah,
well, if I were to sell one of my items, because you said it kind of works like a layer 2, but I sell one of my items and someone buys it with Zbit. Does that Zbit go to my, let's say, Unisat wallet right away, or does it go
it's
through
in your
another
account. It's in your account.
and then you have to withdraw?
Yeah, exactly. You withdraw when you want.
That's fine, as long as the accounting is history is there and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is the beginning of what you guys are doing, so it's kind of like a raw version. But no one else is doing something like this right now.
Yeah. But just to come back to the question, like, what is the ultimate goal? I think at the base of it, we're just doing it for me and Papo. Like, we have crazy ideas of worlds. Like, the lore in Satoria is insane. Like, we spend so many hours, so many masterminds just talking for hours about the story, the backstories, the really important characters, things like that. And it's amazing. Like we really want to build this universe. And I guess it's gonna serve a purpose of entertainment for people. Like they like the game, but also for Bitcoin, it's gonna be the seamless way to onboard millions of people to Bitcoin, in my opinion.
Yeah,
because we don't build, like, most of the games are built to raise money. Like, they're VC backed, right? So there's a lot of pressures from the VCs to see some profit, right? So pull liquidity from the market, like drop a coin, do this, do that, monetize your game, and so you have all this pressure. We are self-funded from the beginning, and we're here to make, like, we don't like the crypto games, like the games that I tried so far, and I didn't try all of them, but I really felt like they were there to be a grind, like a play to earn style. I don't like that. I play gamed in my life, and now to escape. So that's what we're building, a fun game that people want to play for the game. And then 2-3 months down the line, they discover, like, oh my God, there's like a whole economy behind this that is leveraged by Bitcoin. That's the way I think that differentiate us the most.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
I feel like you guys are building like a little bit of your own version of like Treasure from Arbitrum, which but it's a grassroots approach, right? So I love that, and that's one of the good things for the audience that isn't familiar with the Bitcoin ecosystem, because it was there was so much innovation in the beginning of Ordinals. A lot of these projects are grassroots style projects. VCs didn't really come in until late last year, and so you have projects like BTC Machines, or you have projects like Foxy or somebody else that's building something from grassroots. Let me ask you guys a question, because first of all, I love all this. But
thanks, man.
If there's a game builder listening right now and says, "Well, I wouldn't mind building a game that could go into the Satoria like ecosystem," are you guys open to kind of collabing with video game builders that can add, or are you like, okay, we're not ready for that yet, we want to solidify what we have now before we can work with people?
Yeah, we're definitely like open to this. We're if you don't know, we just we're building the Pizza Ninja world in Satoria, and that's the first quest, and we're almost finished, actually. So we're open to integrating worlds, like other worlds of other projects, but also like mini games. We've talked about it, like integrating mini games, and also on the marketplace itself. it's built already to scale and have multiple games in there using Zbit as the currency. So the only downside, I guess, is that you have to use our token. But it's a trade-off. It's like once we have a lot more activity, like right now, it's, we have some good days, but it's nothing like it's going to be in 6 months, right? The number of players, like 10,000 players is nothing. If you look at Axie Infinity, they were at peak. They were valued at close to 10 billion, and they had 250,000 players. Pixel, I think, was closer to 1 million. So, we're babies. So you have all this attention, and you have a game. You say, okay, we'll use your token. But at least it's a platform. We'll get some users in and some visibility. So it's like a trade-off. That's also a possibility. But we want to simplify and build what we have right now for sure. But it's like we're building for that type of integration and get builders more projects and everything included in Satoria for sure.
It's actually amazing, and I love the style of the game. It reminds me of like when I was a kid and I was playing, on Sega Genesis and stuff like that, and further for more other consoles. But it's amazing, and like it just kind of gives me ideas of like potential games that could join your if you are building something like Treasure DAO, like a Pokemon game type, but instead of using Pokemon, you use puppets and use no monkeys, right? That something like that would be really cool in that aspect. So it just gives me so many ideas of like what you guys can be in the future, so this is just like the beginning for you guys, and it's really awesome to kind of see your growth from, we came in, March, April of 2023, and saw you guys just as this Ordinal project till today, where you guys are building this amazing gaming structure. I had no idea it was gonna go from one to the other, but I'm sure you guys did. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. We're really having fun. Like, I'm waking up every day. I'm like, this, I couldn't imagine anything better. So I think that's what the community likes also. They see that we're doing it because we love it, and we're here to stay. So it's like
awesome.
It's fun.
I have a comment. Nighthawk goes, my fingers hurt from clicking my mouse. Those pesky snails. And then he says he's farming. I lost my underwear when they killed me, left me naked.
There needs to be some more context to that last comment.
I don't know.
Well, you're gonna die a lot, and you're gonna get yourself naked in the middle of the land of Satoria a lot.
Yeah.
Another question here is that when you purchase an item from Power, it instantly removes it from selling character and transfers to the buying character seamless. Is this right?
I think that's more of a statement.
Okay. Just to detail more the point of like how the transfers work, how, like, if I have this item in my character, how do I sell it? Well, it's just transferred to the other character like instantly. And you get the Zbit credited in your account that you can withdraw. Yeah,
gotcha.
Love all this. Okay, so this is my last question for me, and I think it should have been a first question. But how does one get started just to play? Like, what steps do they need to take?
You just go on Satoria.world and you download the game. If you don't have a PC, you can play the browser version. So it's play.satoria.world. I can I'll send you the two links.
We'll put all the links in the show notes, the live stream notes. But so basically they just go there, and do they have to register or anything, or they can just click? Is there like a quick play option?
Yeah, you basically have to create an account, and it's free. But just choosing the name of your account, your password, and the name of your character. Each account can hold 8 characters. So we have our first class, but there'll be many classes. So if you want to be more on like a brute kind of big hitter type, or the sniper type that can zoom out the map and shoot from afar, which other characters cannot, like, there's going to be a lot of dynamic and replayability in Satoria. like I say, we're at 1% of what we're imagining. So it's it's a challenge, but we'll
Yeah.
have everything that is in our mind in reality eventually. Is just step by
Well,
step. There's
we
so
have
much.
99% to look forward to, so I'm
Yeah,
excited about that.
like no jokes. Like in 50 years, like I'm a old school RuneScape fan, and I love the fact that they were always adding new maps, new things. It keeps the community engaged and everything. So definitely in 50 years, we'll still be like growing this 100%.
Amazing. Are you guys thinking about doing like an app? Because I was just thinking if I had this at like a doctor's office, if I could still earn some ZB while I'm waiting to be seen by a doctor, or at my kid's school waiting for
Yeah.
the people to stop talking, this would be
Yeah,
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so the giveaway airdrop of 20 lands that we're gonna do with you guys, that's actually the part that is gonna be on mobile first, is the farming, because there's
Love it.
like Stardew Valley. You know, I'm a super Stardew Valley fan, and Harvest Moon and all those games. I really like them. So you have your land, you can build buildings, you can farm resources, and so you can upgrade your weapons and do a bunch of things. That's going to be doable on mobile, also on your land. And when you sell your land, all the things that you built on it, everything is transferred with the land. So it's like the idea of the land that has it. So some people are building lands and reselling them, which is pretty crazy. There's a whole market for lands.
Yeah. I lied.
Amazing.
I do have one other question, but I promise this is my last question, and it's because someone else asked if you guys would be going to tap, but it's more of a obviously right now there's a big focus on like Fractal. It's a scaling solution for Bitcoin. Have you guys thought about other ecosystems within the Bitcoin ecosystem that you guys could scale out to? Or are you guys saying, okay, we're sticking to native Bitcoin?
Yeah, we're sticking to native for now. We're not closed, but we're not in the position we were at the beginning in February 2023, where we have to just go with the trend and like what's the next thing, like these new tokens, new protocols, the BRC20 and everything, and okay, let's just go with it. We have time to more. You know, we're building something that is again 50 years, 100 years, like in plan. So we need to be purposeful with on which platform we're building it, what tools we're using, and everything. So Fractal, we'll see. But right now, the way we're building, there's minimal friction, because there's not really a need to be faster on the blockchain for now, with the volume that we have on the ordinal side. It's just like if you want an ordinal item, you buy it on Magic Eden, and that there's the marketplace there. And I don't see as of now how that could help, because we have our own layer 2 in Power Marketplace, and everything is happening there. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, man.
But in the future, maybe, like, again, I'm not an expert in fractals. From what I understand, it's a layer 2, and that's what we built. So we basically, have our own version, but
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not as inclusive as Fractal, for sure, because anybody can start anything on there. It's like an alt chain, basically.
Makes sense.
Amazing.
Ethereum.
Well, we have 416 people in here, so we appreciate you, Mr. Lucky and Sergio, for showing our community and the Bitcoin community, the extended Bitcoin community, what BTC Machines is building with Satoria in the game, right? But guys, it's not just the game. I mean, they have a sub 100K collection, so just remember that. And I'm a big believer in layers of value and early inscription numbers. So that's something they also offer. Any final words, I guess, Mr. Lucky or Sergio, to the community?
I just want to say shout out to everybody here still in these times. Like there's a lot of uncertainty, FUD, and you know, there's a lot of doubt right now. Like, are we going back to 10K Bitcoin? Was that it? But you guys are here, and you see the vision, so you're gonna reap the biggest rewards. And I'm super happy that you're here and listening to this, and with these guys, Yagobi, Shizzy, like, you guys are building something amazing. We're all playing our part, and we're happy of playing this part. And we're just grateful that you're doing this, because it has extreme value, you know. So thanks everyone for being here.
Thank you, man. I got the game downloaded. I'm gonna get my character going. I'm gonna start knocking some stuff out, earning some ZBit. So I appreciate you coming on, man. It really means a lot to us. Having someone like you. I mean, you guys are legendary, right? When you first hit us up, we're like, oh wow, BTC Machines. You're like one of our biggest. You know, like when we first started, we were like, gotta get some of the biggest projects on, and it was you guys. You guys were one of the top ones we talked about. So it was really cool having you guys on again.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. And yeah, let's have this giveaway on the road, and yeah, distribute these lands. Good luck, guys.
Get it.
All right. We'll talk soon.
Yes,
see you guys.
sir. Thanks. Ciao.
Bye.
Absolutely amazing. That was fun. That game looked cool, dude. It looked better than I thought. You know, being in ordinals and stuff, sometimes you're just so busy, you don't have time to check out all this stuff. So it's really cool when they come on the show and they kind of show us firsthand. I think Sergio is a master of that game because he was killing it. So that was really cool to see, man. I definitely want to take a better look. Like I said, I downloaded it. I got a character. I'm gonna start earning, and I'll let you guys know on my journey. Maybe I'll do a tutorial video over the weekend. And just kind of watch me suck in the beginning because I'm terrible at games first. After a little while, then they become amazing, just like I am in crypto. Sucked in the beginning, but then amazing later.
And Shota Satoshi says, game looks very good. You got a new player. So one of the audience viewers joined the game as well. But Fractal Bitcoin has been freaking surging.
Dude.
At $31. We're at $31 right now.
Show the chart here.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm gonna give one away. I'm gonna give an away. Let's see. Let's think of something. What's a good trivia question that you like? You have a trivia question?
Maybe we can go back to the exact date that we rebranded.
Okay. If you so Ordinal Revolution. So if you guys don't know, we were DeFi discussions up until a certain date. If you can tell us the exact date that DeFi discussions became Ordinal Revolution, I'll give you a hint. It was in the summer of 2023. If you can give us the exact date, I'm going to send you a FB, $31 FB. So
good deal.
Absolutely insane. Deal. So you guys tell us the first person, and I'm going to actually go to YouTube and make sure that it is the first person.
Yeah, I'm going to give one little hint. Should I give one little hint?
How close to the hint is it? I want them to search for it.
I think it's going to be pretty hard for them to, get this. But I mean, should I give them a hint or not? Well,
let's wait for a minute. So July 9th is definitely the closest so far. Okay. July 14th, June 14th. No, so Mr. Sheedy's he's there, but he's just not there.
Yeah. All right. So that's the hint that we're giving is that that was close. And while y'all are guessing, if you wouldn't mind, when you guys get a free moment to check out our partners, guys, BitPerp Premium Perpetual Dex, that's going to be coming to Bitcoin Layer 2 very soon in Q4. Paper trading competition with real prizes, right? So passes, BitPerp passes, and things like that. That should be about 3 weeks from now. So please check them out at bitperp.io. Ordinal Hive they are just crushing it, guys. They're about to release their aggregator marketplace on native Bitcoin, meaning that you're going to be able to find the cheapest ordinals on Ordinal Hive's Layer 1 Bitcoin marketplace. They also scaled out to Merlin chain though, and you can actually earn points like Blur points, but Ordinal Hive points right now. If you go to beta.ordinalhive.io and start listing, selling, buying stuff there, you'll earn points. And then you know what happened with Blur with their points. Same thing here. Fluid tokens, big announcement. We announced it today. Tomorrow, Layer 1 staking goes live. The first partner is the Billy Cats collection. We told you guys something was special with that Billy Cats collection, right? So you're going to be able to stake your Billy Cats tomorrow and earn $1 billion cat rune for reward. All details will be released very soon on that. But tomorrow we will have a space with Raul, the founder of Fluid Tokens, to give details out with that. So stay tuned for that information. Protheum Dex is a Bitcoin synthetic layer 1 asset focused DEX on Merlin chain. You can go there right now and stake your BRC 420s. You can stake mines, Dragon Balls, or the blue box, and there'll be more added very, very soon, guys. They're also trying to integrate with bitmap.game, which is a huge dApp on Merlin chain. And finally, Foxy is coming out with the Bitverse Clan Wars, and they have the COD view. And guess what? Ordinal Revolution Clan is going to win that for sure. The winning team, though, gets 25 Bitverse miners. So Bit miners, actually, DMT product, where you're going to be able to mine different DMT tokens and assets like that. So stay tuned for more information on that. And we appreciate you guys checking out our partners.
Yep. No one has guessed it yet, but I'm going to give you guys a hint to kind of get this over with. If you go to Yagobi's Twitter handle, if you looked at the pinned tweet, you might get it. No one has got it yet. Bitmap Gallery, if you guess, I can't give it to you, man. You're guessing too many. But I'll give you one more guess. Bitmap Gallery. I mean, you can't say every number in July.
No, it's not. It's not over yet. I thought it's not over yet. But also, guys, another thing too, check out ordinalrevolution.com. We have the latest and greatest articles on there dating all the way back to early last year, guys. So if you have friends that need to learn about the ordinal space, there's educational articles there. I'm going to share my screen right here because we also added so you can, if you want to learn about Fractal, that's the most recent one, but it goes all the way back. I mean, we're talking about far back. It talks about Surf Protocol. It talks about Ghosty Cash. It talks about all these things up here. And then also, if you're looking to go to the Bitcoin Conference 2025, you can get an early bird discount if you go to our site. This link gets you, I believe, 10% off. So we're going to try to do some special stuff for Bitcoin 2025. We'll see. We'll announce that later.
Yep. All right. It looks like Bitmap Gallery got it, but he did guess like 90 times, Abdul. So Abdul, hold on. I said one more guess. So Abdul, I'm gonna give you guys each one. So Abdul and Bitmap Gallery, both you guys put your thing in the chat. And I'm doing this because I gave away tons of bitmaps. I gave away like 150 bitmaps when they were like $7-8, and I end up making up a lot of that. But well, so I'm feeling like if I give enough away, it'll come back to me, right? It's kind of karma. So put your either DM me at Shizzy Sats on Twitter, or put it in here. If you put it in here, I can probably grab it because I can just screenshot it and give it to ChatGPT, and it'll give me the address. So, but if you do just want to DM me on X, that's fine too, at Shizzy Sats or at Ord Revolution. Either one is fine. But yeah, guys, appreciate you guys. We are live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. PST, and then 3 p.m. UTC. We're here every single day for you guys, man, giving you guys the latest and greatest news, like Yagobi said, and we just try to do our best, man. And I just want to put this out there because people are saying that I'm shilling stuff. I'm not shilling stuff. I tell the news. We tell the news here. I'm sorry if I speak about something and you're a tap guy and you're angry because I'm talking about it, or if you're a Unisec guy and I'm talking about tap. I talk about the news. I don't shill shit. But I do got both your addresses, guys, and I'll send that over. But we will see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
We OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Rooms is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls. Bet I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.